Hello everyone, I am T Commando. Welcome to part 2 of my Enterprise Refit build. You can see that I have part of the secondary hull put together. Now, if you're thinking, if you're going to put lights in it, why would you glue it like that? And more importantly, why'd you glue it without the pylons in place? Well, first of all, I only glued the sides and the bottom together. The top is just to, help it fit together. So once this is all dried, I will go over it lightly with sandpaper and then give it another touch up of my hull color. Now it is darker than what I expected it to be, but no going back now. That's what I say. And yeah, either way I'm gonna like it because I built it myself. I'm building it myself. So I'll be back with you, and the secondary hull top will be off, and I'll be putting in some of the interior stuff and windows and electronics. Alright, so while the glue was drying on some of my parts, I decided to go ahead and paint a few of the deflector parts in the bridge and the sensor dome. Once again, all the same color. Sensor dome. I also light blocked the bridge and sensor dome because there's going to be lights within those. And for the deflector stuff, I'm trying to do a 2-color deflector this time because I'm doing the Enterprise refit. If you watch the actual Star Trek motion pictures, you will see that there are 2 colors to the deflector dish. When the Enterprise is leaving dry dock, you see the deflector dish turn on to an amber color. And so I kind of want to have a blue and amber color for the deflectors. Not mixed, they're going to be completely separate. So the deflector will be either amber or it will be blue. And that will be controlled through the color of the light. Or lights, because I'm putting in multiple lights for the deflector. So that's pretty much it. The next part will be wiring up the stuff and assembling it together. Sort of. So I will see you in the next section. I was thinking about calling it the next part, but I'm just going to call it the next section. Alright. See you in the next section. Alright, here we are. Back with our secondary hull, minus the top of it, just like I told you. So I went back, gave it a light sand, and repainted it. And the glue has dried, so I won't have to worry about it coming apart for quite some time. And you can notice that this is all sanded off for the deflector housing. Now I have the 2 pieces of that deflector housing just kind of pressed together. I'll just go ahead and set this down. I accidentally turned it off last time I tried to do this while I was recording. So we're just going to neatly put that on. So there's what it looks like with the housing put on it, minus the dish. And I'll just go ahead and take that back off. Now you notice that the inside of it is not light blocked. I might do that if I have enough paint left over to do so, because this feels like it's getting low on its contents to me, so I hope I don't have to do too much more painting. And that's going to be it for this section of the video. This is going to be quite a long video with a lot of sections to it. Just before I came down here to film this, I started working on the pylons, so that way I could snake my wires through and not have the secondary hull pieces be bulging out right here as much. And if you have bought the kit before, you will see that is the most problematic place for getting the pieces to fit together. So I will be right back and I will show you how to do that. Alright, welcome back. Now you can see I already did this with one of the pylons. I'm going to go back over with the sanding bit for the Dremel and just kind of sand that down because it's quicker. And I do this because I want the pylon pieces to fit together correctly. If I do this, come on. Oh, I guess it kind of went together better than I thought. So yeah, I just want to kind of sand that down a little bit, and then that'll enable me to put my wires through the pylons to the warp nacelles. And I'll just go ahead and do a little demo as best as I can. And so you know what? Okay, so I'll just show you like this. You're gonna set it to a pretty high speed, and then you're just gonna go back and forth like this, and then hold it in some spots and just go like that and letting up every now and then. So I will show you the final results of them at the end. So yeah, so here's our end result. I'm not sure how well my camcorder can pick it up, but there's one more thing, as you can see right here, that I forgot to mention. If you are putting lights into your Enterprise model, in the Refit model, you're going to want to use a Dremel, and seriously, you're just going to want to use a Dremel, and you're going to want to file out these notches in here. If I can get them on frame. So this is kind of like where your windows go, and also where your navigation lights will have to go. It's like right here, right in there, and here. And that's just so that way you can snake your wires in there and fit in your LEDs or grain of rice balls, whatever you choose. So that has been like the modifications thing. Oh, and speaking of modifications, you're gonna want to make a hole somewhere right in here, so that way you can snake your other wires that go into the saucer through. And in the deflector housing, you're gonna want to, where the hole is in the deflector housing and on the inside of the ship, you're gonna want to get rid of the top portion of it, because that's also where you're gonna snake in your main power wires into the ship. And so next part will be putting in the electronics. So INT Commando, thank you for watching, and I will see you in part 3 or part 2, whichever.